Hey you guys, Amber with The Big Fat Life. I wanted to do a video introducing myself because maybe it's a little bit weird that I put a video up of my grocery haul without really having an introduction video. So here I am. I am losing weight. I have been on a weight loss journey since October. I did not mean to get on a weight loss journey. I actually had something really tragic and sad happen. I came home back in October and I found my beloved golden retriever had passed away in my house. And I was absolutely fucking devastated. Just crazy devastated. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to watch my channel, I do cuss. I'm sorry about that, but that's me. I curse a lot, so I don't mean to be offensive, but that's just my, that's my vernacular. So I found my golden retriever and I really kind of got really depressed for, you know, six or 7 weeks. And in the first couple of weeks, I had a really hard time eating anything. It was really unhealthy, and I do not recommend, you know, starving yourself, but that's the space I was in. And it occurred to me after a couple of weeks, I had lost like 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And when you're as large as I am, and especially as large as I was, you know, 20 pounds in 2 weeks is not necessarily unhealthy. Yes, those are biggest loser numbers, but that's what happens when you don't eat and you were the size, you know, that I was and am. And I started thinking, you know, wow, I really need to use this as a catalyst. I have gone on weight loss journeys before. I have gone on every diet that there is, and I'm not exaggerating. I have been on Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Richard Simmons, Nutrisystem, the HCG or whatever that thing is, Dexatrim, Finnerman. I've tried Atkins, Protein Power, South Beach, Paleo, you name it, I have done it. Okay, there is not a diet that you're not going to name or a pill you're not going to name that I have not taken or tried or done. Okay. And this has been, you know, I've been this way for 20 years now. So anyway, I thought, you know, I'm going to use this as a catalyst and I'm really going to get myself on track. And since October when I lost my Gracie, I have lost right at 60 pounds. The first 20 was during my really heavy, you know, unable to breathe grief process. And the other 40 I've done just from, you know, doing what I do. I use MyFitnessPal to track my intake of calories. I have a Fitbit that I wear to track my activity. I have those linked together. I weigh in, you know, I have a little system on my scales, how I weigh in, and I'll share that in another video. But I've really changed the way I eat. I have not started a heavy exercise regimen right now because it's painful, you guys. And just so we're all on the same page, when I started, you know, the last time I weighed before I lost my Gracie, I weighed 334 pounds. I am down to 275 pounds, or 274, 275. The last day or two, I've been kind of battling between 274 and 275. So that's where I'm at. You know, I've lost right at 60 pounds. I'm still a very large person. I'm only 5'3". I'm 275 pounds. So I'm still, you know, I'm still a great big fat person. Another thing that you may find about me is that I say the word fat. I talk about fat very frankly. I talk about my body very frankly. If you're offended by that, this is probably not going to be the channel for you. For me in my journey, I have to keep it real. I have to be able to talk about fatness and, you know, what that means to me without, you know, sugarcoating or changing my verbiage, because that's how I talk about me. I will also say that I am not a fat woman who hates herself. I don't hate myself. I don't hate my body. I think I'm fucking beautiful. I think my body's beautiful. But I'm also at the point in my life where I'm 40 years old and, you know, my knees are really pissed off. My hips were starting to hurt. the weight that I carry in my body was really starting to affect my mobility. And I'm not willing to be 40 years old and walking with a cane. And that's kind of where I was headed. I just, I can't do that. I just can't be that person. And honestly, too, losing my dog kind of reminded me that nothing is guaranteed. That, you come home from work and you open your back door and you expect your dog to come running to greet you, and they don't. And all of your expectations at that point are just blown out of the water. Like your life changes like that. And it kind of reminded me of some friends of mine who have been very large people who have laid down to go to sleep at night and they've not woken up. They've gone into diabetic comas. They've had strokes. I know people that have had heart attacks at my age because of, cardiovascular disease and things like that. So, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that woman. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be immobile. I cannot be that person. So, anyway, this channel is going to journey. It's going to document my weight loss journey. I'm going to show you the food that I eat. I'm going to talk about what exercise I do. I'm going to talk about the feelings I'm having. I'm going to talk about things that have happened to me in my past that have kind of been part of shaping my experience as a fat person. I'm going to talk about, fat phobia. Even though I'm losing weight, I still want to talk about the fact that this world, really makes it difficult for fat people to exist, in positivity sometimes. And even though I'm on a weight loss journey, I'm never going to be a person who weighs 110 pounds. That is not going to be me. That's not even my goal. I'd be glad to weigh 200 at this point, So yeah, I wanted to start this channel, mainly for that, but I also wanted to start this channel because, you guys, I've been on YouTube for, a while, and I've watched a lot of other people talk about their weight loss journey. And I have gotten really frustrated watching some people talk about their weight loss journey because, especially women, because I'm a big old feminist, and it's hard for me to watch women talk about their weight loss journey in terms of how it will make them appeal to a man, or, how they'll finally be beautiful, because you're beautiful now. Even if you weigh 7,000 pounds, you're still a person who's capable of beauty. It doesn't matter what you weigh. And I know that can kind of seem like a weird dichotomy to say, you can be 7,000 pounds and be beautiful, but I believe that. I don't think that being thin equates beauty. I know a lot of thin people who are very ugly people. And I'm not just talking about on the inside. They are physically ugly, okay? I'm just going to keep it real, okay? I don't want to add to or be part of this notion that all thin people are beautiful, because they're not. I also don't want to add to this notion that all thin people are nice people, because they're not, or all thin people are the valuable people, because no, they're not. I know and I am a fat woman who has immense value. But I'm just deciding to change my package. That's all. So I just want to be really clear about that. I'm not doing this so that I can be physically acceptable to anyone. I'm not doing this because I think it's going to, elevate my self-esteem. I actually have really high self-esteem anyway. I probably have a huge ego for a fat person. Or any person, actually. I guess it doesn't matter what size I am, because my ego is pretty big. And that's just because, I've done a lot of work. I know who I am. I know my value as a person, so I don't really need a physical, I don't need my outside package to show the world that I'm a good person, because I show the world that I'm a good person by the way I live my life. So anyway, I'm probably also going to do some videos, just out and about. I may take you guys on some walks with me and talk about my observations. But yeah, this is probably going to be a pretty, political, and I don't mean presidential political, but I mean politically, you know, fatness is a politics issue. You know, I probably am going to talk about being a fat person and trying to be on airplanes or trying to find a seat that fits you in the movie theater or what have you. I'm always going to be an advocate for people who are larger sized, just because I'm living that life, and I've been even larger than this and have lived that life, and what it means to try to be fat and move around in a world that's really not built for you. So, and in between that, I'll show you some recipes that I do, and, you know, we'll just help motivate each other. So if you're on a weight loss journey, or if you're changing yourself, you know, please drop a link to your channel. Let me know. I'd love to sub you. I've gone around and subbed quite a few people who are kind of on their journey, and I've also had to unsub some of those people because when they start ranting about, you know, if they start ranting about fatness being ugly or anything like that, like I just, you know, I'm letting them go. And yeah, and I was going to name somebody that's actually very famous on YouTube, and I'm not going to do that. But there's a weight loss guru on YouTube that I had subbed, and I watched a couple of her videos, and she's just an asshole. So I just had to like, done, I'm unsub. So anyway, yeah, so I'm not following one particular plan. I'm doing my own thing because that is what's working for me. I'm counting calories. I don't really pay attention to macros per se. I do pay attention to fiber and protein and how much water I drink. But I'm not being like, you know, super crazy about it. There are also some things, you know, I'm trying to eat as low fat or sugar free or whatever as possible. And I guess my diet kind of mimics the paleo diet because I am eating a lot of, you know, lean protein and veggies and stuff. But, you know, yesterday I had a slice of pizza for lunch. I was celebrating because I had weighed in. I had lost 2 pounds. And I was like, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to eat one slice of pizza because I haven't had pizza in 3 months. I wanted it, so I did it. So, yeah, if you're interested in that kind of journey, then stay with me. Anyway, until next time, this is Ember with The Big Fat Life, telling you to eat healthy and be mentally healthy too. And love yourself no matter your size. So, until next time, thanks, bye.